Hello, and welcome to You Write, the podcast where creativity meets community.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Matt.
Each week on You Write, we challenge our listeners to write a story in just 30 minutes, using 3 of 5 randomly generated words.
It's a fun and fast-paced exercise to spark your imagination and get those creative juices flowing.
We'll read your submissions, offer feedback, and discuss the unique twists and turns of each story.
Whether you're an aspiring author or just love a good tale, You Write is your place to explore the endless possibilities of storytelling.
True dat.
True dat.
So grab you a lemon swirl, get comfy, and let's dive into this week's stories.
And remember, the only limit is your imagination and the quality of the lemon swirl.
That's right.
So let's see what you got.
Let's go on and see.
Let's go on.
Let's just do it.
Did you make more lemon swirls?
I didn't, but I plan to make some on Wednesday for the last day of class at college
Nice.
for my students.
What a treat.
Yeah.
What a delightful, citrusy, sweet treat.
Well, weren't those good?
They were good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the one.
Otherwise, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
Good. I mean, there's been a lot going on.
Oh man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot going on at work, a lot going on with, cat lady.
Oh god. She's back. Causing
Bro.
drama.
Bro. Oh, the worst drama of all time. Well, I told you about the whole gutter slut thing, right?
No.
Oh, well, just a few weeks ago, she left a note on my door that said, "Dear homeowner gutter slut." Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
Antagonistic
it was like,
much? Good Lord.
And then it was like, you need to get your fucking cats fixed. And your fucking 4 cats fixed. And because they're eating my fucking food. Fuck you. Tramp.
Wow.
Was kind of how it ended. And I was just like, I don't even know what to say to this because I have 2 cats. They got fixed as soon as they were legally able to get fixed.
Yeah.
And she was just being crazy. Anyway, and then the other day, I show up a few days ago at my house. The police are there.
At your house?
Kind of. They were kind of in the middle of between me and her house.
Uh-huh.
Animal control was there. And I get out of the car and she starts walking towards me, recording me with her phone. She's like, "You bitch." And I had heard from Jake, my back housemate, that animal control had been called and that she thought it was me and all this stuff. And so I was like, Carolyn, it was not me. I did not call animal control. She was like, "You're a liar. You're a fucking liar." And all this stuff. And the police were just watching as she was like verbally assaulting me. Anyway. And, then the police came over and talked to me. Turns out one of the police officers there is a guy that I do CrossFit with.
Hey.
That was cool.
Hey, right on. It's like, and don't I know you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "Did today suck?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it did. Anyway. And so apparently somebody called animal control on her. She sprayed the animal control guy with her hose.
Okay.
And then
that's a choice.
Threatened to shoot him with her shotgun.
That's a great way to go to jail.
Right. And
Yeah.
so he called the cops, and that's why the cops were there.
Yeah.
And anyway, I just got very uneasy because I was just like, and then the cops came over and talked to me about it. And I was like, I only have 2 cats. She's crazy. And they were like, well, hopefully she doesn't really have a gun. I was like, she does.
Definitely she does.
She definitely has a gun. I know this for a fact. And anyway, and it was just this whole shit show. And I was really worried because I was like, what is she going to do to my cats? Because my cats are indoor, outdoor.
Yeah.
And that makes me very, very, very nervous. And so I found her new number and texted her and was like, "Carolyn, I did not." Oh, and luckily animal control accidentally left a notice on my door. And then whenever I went over and talked to him, he was like, "No, that was a mistake. It was meant for her house, blah, 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 blah." And by the way, also animal control guy was gay and she had screamed a lot of gay slurs at him as well.
She's just out making friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually finally realized that was a blessing in disguise because I sent her a picture of the notice on my door. And I was like, look, Carolyn, it wasn't me. They put a notice on my door too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't do this. And that convinced her.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was Morales. It must have been Morales. I'm going to call animal control on her because she has all these dogs and blah, blah. I was like, Carolyn, you have got to stop. Like, you have got to stop verbally assaulting and physically these people because they are going to come for you. Like,
they're going to put you away, lady.
They're going to put you away and they're going to take your cats.
Yeah.
Do you really care about your cats? Then you got to humble yourself and apologize and stop being a bitch. Anyway, and it was just very stressful. Luckily, I convinced her it was not me who called animal control, but now I'm just like worried about her cats. And the guy came back. Oh, and he wrote her 7 citations for $2,000 each.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And for every cat that he saw out there. And he told her, and Jake had already locked away Wiki and Chewy in my house. Because he was like, no, this is shit's going down, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, and so he came back the next day and wrote her more citations. And guess what she did?
She threatened and gave him. Did she pull a shotgun on him?
She hosed his car. She sprayed his car down. I was like, you just gave him a free car wash. Like,
yeah,
that was her way of attacking him, though. And he said he's going to come back every day and give her more citations. And I was like, Carolyn, stop.
Yeah, the writing is on the wall. Like, you gotta fix this.
Yes.
This isn't going away.
This isn't going away.
Holy shit.
I know.
Yeah,
shit's getting real.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's really happening.
It's really happening.
Yeah, after how many years now that she's been just a villain next door?
Oh yeah, she is like a stereotypical villain. But I don't want her to get evicted because she's poor as fuck and she'll be on the streets.
Yeah.
And secondly, I'm worried about the cats because they did send her a notice, which she took a picture of and sent me, which said something about humane destruction.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, oh God, please file an appeal. Please don't let this happen. Like, please, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Not much you can do. It's falls in her court.
I know. Anyway, that's my drama. Sorry, that was a long story.
That is rather dramatic.
So dramatic. What about you though?
Oh, I'm good. Work has been. I've never been this stressed at work. I haven't been this stressed at work either in a long time or ever.
Damn, why?
We just have a large project that is finishing out, and the owner of said project is rather difficult to work with.
Ew, one of those. Is it one of the one that you've told me about, or oh, is it the one who was like, I know the weather's bad and it's dangerous, but
we can't delay this project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has he done any more any noteworthy shenanigans?
Well, I don't really want to talk about that guy. I don't want to give him any lip service because he occupies enough of my time otherwise that to give him any more time of day is sort of like letting him win.
Ooh.
And no.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't need any of that in my life. And we are, well, for one, we're never going to do a project for this man again.
Good.
Ever.
Good.
And we will also sever any terms with him at the earliest possibility.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's like, money is nice.
But not that nice.
It's not that nice. Like, life is too short.
Yeah. YOLO.
Yeah.
I mean, or something. Okay. That makes sense. But leg day, am I right?
Leg day. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Leg day had happened.
It has been brutal. Oh.
Yeah.
But it's been nice, man. It has been nice to be, like, getting slowly back into shape.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is nice.
You're looking strong.
Thanks for lying to me.
I'm serious.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you look less skinny.
Okay.
You know?
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe a little toned.
Maybe a bit toned.
Okay.
A bit flexy. I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, did you see all of our stories?
I did.
And who did we decide to read this week?
Oh, we decided this week to read Curious Writer.
So this is Transport by Curious Writer. The guard watching him hadn't said a word to Mark the entire ride to the prison he was being transferred to, which did nothing to help his mood. He shouldn't even be here. Wouldn't even be here if he hadn't gotten so sloppy. Guess Cassandra wasn't so helpless after all, he thought with a smirk. You're hardly in a position to be smirking at anything, Mark, said the voice of the masked figure. That voice. He knew that voice. No, it couldn't be. Who are you? Mark asked as the masked figure opened a bag, pulling a syringe from a case inside it. Oh, I don't think I need to tell you that, Mark. You once told me you loved the sound of my voice, especially that night you left me bleeding on our kitchen floor, the voice said. Cassandra? I see you've gotten a new look. How'd you convince them to let you have this job? Didn't think they took weaklings like you, he spat, though his eyes had drifted to the syringe. He'd been injected during the transport before, and the liquid inside the syringe didn't look like any he had ever seen, its neon green almost glowing in the small chamber. His ex seemed affected by what he'd said, taking a small breath in before continuing. Yes, well, I've met a few people. Seems that you've pissed off quite a few of them, including a bioweapons researcher and a prison warden. Real big mistake on your part, she said as she stuck the needle into his arm. Cassandra pounded on the wall, and a chorus of screeching metal rang out as the truck came to a halt. A song began to play, but Mark was too busy focusing on the pain in his arm to hear Cassandra ask the name of the driver. The last thing he heard before everything went black was another woman's voice. Save a seat in hell for me, it said, and that was the last anyone heard of Mark Edwards.
Okay,
Mark.
Okay, Mark. So I have to say I was a little confused by this story. I don't totally understand. I don't totally understand what was going on, like the whole context. I guess I kind of assumed that Mark is the ex of Cassandra that was abusive or whatever. But like, okay, he was in prison for that abuse. And
is being transported here between facilities is my read on it.
Being transported between facilities. Okay. I guess I first started getting confused on the first paragraph where it says, guess Cassandra wasn't so helpless after all, he thought with a smirk. What is he referring to there? I
think that's how he was caught, is that Cassandra wasn't as helpless, and he did something sloppy that allowed him to be caught for what he did to Cassandra.
Okay.
I think specifically this moment we're reading about her being left to bleed out in the kitchen. So she wasn't as helpless. Okay. And so that's what was...
okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he's referring to.
Okay.
But yeah, then we get, you're hardly in a position to be smirking at anything, Mark, said a voice. And then we learned that this is Cassandra sitting here, masked Cassandra. Yeah. And that part was a little confusing to me because I was like, well, like, I guess the prison guards are just like full, like maybe riot gear or something, like full mask and everything, like helmet and everything, like to the point where they're complete anonymity.
Right.
And then he recognizes this voice coming from this masked officer, it seems like. So, and then she just like drops all pretense and says like, yeah, it's me. You fucked up.
Right.
And this like makes me wonder who Mark and Cassandra are. Because Mark was able to somehow piss off a bioweapons manufacturer. Who is this guy?
Okay, these are some high-level folks.
Yeah, so it almost seems like we need more backstory for Mark.
Yeah.
Because that's quite the card to play.
Right.
Without any setup. So it feels like that's sort of like a hook to maybe get deeper into who Mark
into the backstory
Mark was.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark is no more.
Okay, that makes more sense. I don't know why I was just like lost during it, as far as the context of what exactly was going on.
Like maybe the scene itself.
Yeah, but it was weird whenever I started reading it because I was like, whoa, some of this stuff is really similar to what I wrote this week.
Yeah, it's like I noticed the same. Yeah,
and I was like, okay, all right, Curious, are you fan writering me? Like, and then I looked back and Curious posted theirs
like
before I did.
You did. Yeah. Are you fan writing Curious?
And I was like, am I? But I hadn't even seen this yet. And I was like, that is so weird how just little details like the thing about the smirk and other things too that I forgot. But there were like 2 other things that really seemed similar to what I wrote this week. And I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, definly a coincidence, no doubt.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing that really stuck out to me, though, is that how he said he was taunting her.
Yeah.
Didn't think they took weaklings like you. Like, wow, that's another part. It says he spat.
Yeah.
Because I put that in my story as well. That's bold to say something like that to somebody that you tried to kill and now has complete and total power over you.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially even with the line, you're hardly in a position to be smirking. And so he's just leaning into that. Basically, it sounds like Mark has nothing to lose. It's like he's lost everything at this point. So he's just going to say whatever he's going to say. I
feel like he's just a narcissist.
Also, yes.
Because he does have something to lose, his life.
Yep. And he does.
Yeah.
And or at least that's the way I read the end was.
Yeah, me too.
He did.
He has his life to lose, but he seems to be calling Cassandra's bluff. And to be like, you're not going to do it. Like, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
You know?
Weakling.
Yeah. And then, but the thing that really struck me was where it says his ex seemed affected by what he'd said, taking a small breath in before continuing. So I found that really interesting that Curious Writer was so honest about Cassandra showing a moment of weakness.
Yeah.
Because I feel like usually in situations like this, we see the captor, like Cassandra, being like
stony resolve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, she actually isn't totally hardened.
Yeah.
Like she did show a moment of weakness. And then I kind of felt like, oh no, is she going to like fold? You know, but she didn't. So I don't know. I just felt that was a really interesting and telling detail.
Yeah, this is certainly affecting her in a fairly profound way. And then for her to continue, yes, well, I've met a few people, and just continues on with her plan, it sounds like. So while she may be affected by what he said, it's not enough to stop her by any stretch at this point. So, and so
sure
to have this from the perspective of Mark, I thought was a really interesting choice because it allows that moment of us witnessing her having that moment of weakness.
Yeah.
A little bit more impactful, I think.
Yeah.
We get to see it from the outside. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I feel like Cassandra was also emboldened by the presence of Jessica.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Emboldened, or maybe it's kind of leaning back into that Stockholm idea, like she has to go through with this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, we can't really know.
It's complicated, yeah.
We can't really know how much of this is something she actually wants to do.
Especially because we're not in her perspective. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it leaves us to wonder. So I think that was a really, I think that was an inspired choice, moving the perspective to Mark in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save a seat in hell for me. Yeah, the woman said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Curious.
Thank you, Curious. Interesting.
And up next, we have Lies at Home by Nick Yu.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Okay, so this was definitely a departure from Nick's usual content and style.
Exactly what I wrote at the end. Ooh. A departure from usual subject.
Weird.
Yeah, it's this is a fresh story from Nick.
Yes.
And man, I really like this story.
Yeah.
This is really good, man.
This is cray cray. And it sounds a bit personal too, according to Nick's comments.
Yeah. 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 So this, I think, as far as relating to the prompt, I think this is perfect.
Okay.
I think this is perfect on several levels. Just the title that Sati put on there, I believe is Nocien, is maybe how you pronounce it in French, which is a word that he invented
right
around the idea of gnosis, which like it's such a like fluffy word. Like it's just got so much like you can apply so much meaning to it. Like it has a definition, but there's just so much like artistic meaning behind it, and it's all very personal and introspective. And this is exactly that. This is very personal. It's very introspective for our point of view character specifically.
Yeah.
And it's showing this depth, and it's just slowly peeling away at these inner depths to our character here.
Yeah.
And all done just inside this one prompt. I think this is spectacular.
Yeah, it's great.
I really like this.
It's very, very complex for sure.
Yeah.
Very layered. Okay, so it seems like, and it's the kind of story that makes me like reflect on my own life and relationship with my parents. And it made me very thankful for my parents because luckily we did not have such a sterile relationship as this, a kind of sterile and detached relationship. So it sounds like this guy or this person, what is the name of the main character?
Well, that is an important beat throughout. End, yeah, that we repeat.
Well, is there a name given at the beginning or just at the end?
Freddie is the name the parents use.
Okay, Freddie/Deborah. So Freddie/Deborah seems to cannot wait to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And I think it is kind of like comical how Freddie keeps trying to get out and they keep being like, but wait. And Freddie's like, I'm never leaving.
Yeah, and it's just like tense and miserable and just like there's so much like physical sensations shown, but also hidden. It's like inwardly tensed, but didn't show.
Yeah.
And that I think is so that implies so much of how Freddie/Deborah grew up. Yeah. Is like there's all this inner struggle and turmoil and tension, but never outwardly shows it.
Damn. This place seems so stark.
Yes.
Unadorned, but for the crosses, everything was spotless. Very clinical.
The cat's name is Judas.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
What the hell? Like in such a religious family, why would they name a pet Judas? Okay.
Yeah, I almost feel like there's probably a backstory to the name for the cat, which I felt like we got a little bit of something. Oh, my mom had said they named him for the silver coins Judas paid.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't entirely follow that. Why the cat would be named based off of the silver coins.
Because of the white patch on his eye?
Possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah. I just think, very, very interesting. Yeah.
Very, very fucking weird, to be honest.
Yeah. And then this line, I really liked this. I'm going to miss you, I said, keeping the wobble out of my voice. Again, this is so early that we're just leaning into this tone very early. And it just stays throughout. I'm going to miss you, I said, keeping the wobble out of my voice. That just puts the tone very clearly in our head of where the main character is at this point. And then, oh, thank you, dear, my mom said, coming around the corner. Are you sure you have everything you need? I didn't tell her I was talking to the cat. So again, just all of this is so quickly set up and clear to the reader so simply and effortlessly. I really like that. That was one of my favorite parts. That really got me into it. Just that I didn't tell her I was talking to the cat. Yeah.
And how the mom is like, consider visiting on vacations. If your father and you fight that I can step in. She sounds like a Stepford wife. And just that was one of the things that just made me think, damn, consider visiting on vacations. Wow. Like whenever I left for college with my mom, it was like, okay, see you tomorrow. And then like talking to her on the phone the whole entire time, that I was leaving and stuff like that. And it's just so impersonal and just cold. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. And by the end, I was like, oh, please get out of there. Get out of there. Like, please get out.
And all of that before we ever hear any word from Dad. Like, Dad is characterized long before he ever says a word. Yeah. Just if your father if you and your father fight, I can step in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for one, that says a lot about dad. It also says a lot about the relationship between dad and the main character, who hasn't been named at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad called, "You almost done?" "Yes, sir." I called back. And so it's almost like this militant relationship.
Yeah.
Just in that one exchange.
Yeah. And then he's like, "You're a man now."
Mm-hmm.
He said. I nodded, unsure of what to say.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. No vocalization, just a nod.
Yeah, we're proud of you. You're doing things the right way. All right, Dad, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
But also, there's like this fear and this subservience to dad, just in this constant like, "Yes, sir."
Oh yeah.
Like yeah. Mm.
Dad seems like an unhappy character.
Mm-hmm. A real piece. He reminds me of. Did you ever see American Beauty?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad of the neighbors that move in right at the start of it. The guy who does all the filming or whatever. His dad.
Yeah.
Who collects all the Nazi paraphernalia.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly who it makes me think of.
Damn.
Yeah, and then we get this. Oh, look at you, my Freddy, all grown up, so independent. That's not my name. I didn't say. Instead, I lied. Thank you. I'm glad you prepared me so well. So this is kind of a beat that recurs, which, again, to go back to the prompt and kind of what I asked, I think that's leaning into this, like loosely leaning into the structure of these repeated like beats, these repeated motifs that just pop in here and there.
Yeah, I really like the "I didn't say" parts.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. I wonder, from a writerly point, should that be in quotations then, if it wasn't actually spoken? I've always treated quotations very strictly, like if it wasn't actually vocalized, it shouldn't be in quotes. I don't know.
I kind of like it because it adds a twist, because you think that he said it and you're like, "Thank you," and then you're like, "He didn't say," and you're like, oh, that was a pleasant twist.
Yeah, I was just curious to get your take on it.
I like it because I think it pleasantly misleads the reader for a split second.
Yeah, it subverts a very fundamental aspect of just reading in general.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so you need to stay strong and pray. This is like the most stereotypical, like
wasp.
Yeah. And just, I don't even know.
Yeah, and so we lean into this very heavy Christian theming from the parents. And again, we get this whole tension from the main character. I felt weight settling in my heart as the words left from "Thanks, Mom." A weight settling. Like, God, that's depressing. Like, that hurts. And then it's always about this, just pray. Also, by the way, spelling of pray in one of those, be careful to not, be careful to not fall prey. Yeah, never mind. That's exactly right. Yeah. Be careful to not fall prey to any ideologies. I highlighted that and I said, except ours, of course.
Right.
Yeah. All ideology is incorrect except ours. Yeah.
Your roommate might pressure you, even friends and teachers. Okay, buddy.
Yeah. "And I will, sir," I said, ignoring the shiver in my body. Yeah, I was so close, but the moment wouldn't end. Yeah, that's perfectly paced out, I think. You've given us so many instances of just like, this is taking forever, and they just will not let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you have friends who can check you and who you can talk to, my mom went on. Like your friend Angela, she's a good Christian girl. You might even marry her someday. I hoped Angela didn't hear that from the car. Very effective right there.
Yeah.
Because that's scene setting. Because, the car's there and Angela's inside. And you didn't have to just outright set that up outside of this conversation. I thought that was very, very deftly handled.
Yeah.
I really like that. Didn't pull us out of the moment.
Right.
But clued us into more what's going around.
Yeah, totally. And also it gives a small, like, first pebble of clue about, the relationship between Freddie and Angela, like, yeah, I don't know. It kind of like sets it up for the reveal that's coming later.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly right.
You might even marry her someday.
Yeah. I was like, God dang it. Yeah. And again, to just settle into that idea, I hoped Angela didn't hear that from the car. I just think that's so well done. I think we work better as friends. That's like one of the only times that Freddie Deborah comes back and like counters their parents
and doesn't just agree.
Yeah, I think we're better as friends. Basically, almost like tamping expectations. In a way.
Oh, don't be a silly. A boy and a girl.
Oh,
there's always tension between them. Shut up.
Like, oh my god.
Just shut.
This is agonizing.
It's so agonizing. And for me at least, my dislike of these parents is growing steadily throughout every single interaction.
Yeah, and just the cringe meter is just cringy. Climbing and climbing and climbing, and it's just this constant escalation of these people do not relate despite being relatives.
No,
like the parents and the child are like
they're like foreign.
Yeah, they're alien.
Yes,
it's. Yeah,
like they
these
don't
all
even
your
know
books,
each other.
And then to get into these all your books, it's like I do still worry about some of those books, but so long as they make you happy, that's one of the few concessions that we get from the parents. But they still stand their grounds for what they believe is like, I don't know about those. Like some of those, like it's like, is there a Harry Potter book in there? Like it's like, the devil, or a Stephen King book in there, or it just goes into all these tropes of these uber controlling, uber Christian WASP parents, and their child who has reacted against every single part of them.
Right.
Yeah. This is very effective, Nick.
It's very effective. It definitely had me feeling feelings.
It certainly did. Yeah. This is very well done. And then we finally move out of this interaction. With the parents. Angela's car was waiting for me, and she stood beside it, ready to get out of here. Deborah, and just like outside of the car, says this name. I presume the parents can hear it. She asked if she took my bags. It's like, more than you know. And yes, like we feel that more than you know. You've given us, like you earned that line more than you know. Yeah.
And then I see a buoyancy from Deborah there towards the end. I love you. I'll miss you. Yeah. It's like, that's the first, you can just feel, for me, I just felt like a lightness.
Yeah.
Because Deborah was finally getting the hell out of there.
Yeah. This weight is finally releasing.
Like actually happily smiling and waving, even saying lies, but still.
Yeah. And again, to go back to what I mentioned about these repeated beats, this I lied one last time at the top of my lungs. I love you. I miss you. I got into the passenger seat and I felt like I could breathe. Yeah. Again, you earn all of this, and we feel this even as you're saying it. Like we feel this because like we felt this weight with Deborah up until this moment, and to finally have this release. And then this, I nearly sobbed. Thanks for using my name. Better get used to it, Deborah. Again, this repeated beat of Deborah, Deborah, Deborah. Just keep saying it as many times and as often, never using any kind of pronoun.
Yeah.
I just think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
This is some excellent short work.
Yeah,
mix.
It's really good. It's ouchy to read, but that's a good thing because it provokes emotion.
Oh, so effective.
Yes.
I love this. Thank you, Nick. And up next, we have Nodendria by Walker.
Yes.
And in Walker's style.
Woo!
Walker's poetic style, yeah. And I think this is a perfect fit for the structure and form that I asked for.
Yes.
Especially the repeated beats at the end. Yeah. It's exactly how the piece is. It is exactly how the piece is. And so, well observed, Walker. Very well observed. So, as we do with poetry, we'll just go ahead and read this one. You want to take it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nodendria. What wondrous words could classify? What witty verse would clarify? What name invoked should dignify? A pointless life, a pointless life. Temptation comes to take my soul, to see it lost beyond control. No help from gods I can't extol. I'm on my own, I'm on my own. Or rather, says a voice to me, you simply take what you can see, without a look from underneath, to stir belief, to stir belief. For searching, you would surely find your doubts and fears are in your mind. Unreal, unrealized, it's time. You must decide. You must decide. To live each day like it's the last. The voice now gone, the die now cast. Would I allow my troubled past to hold me fast? To hold me fast. A resolution must be made to live as though I'm not afraid. To love like it's the only way. The story's played. The story's played. Through wondrous words that classify. Through witty verse to clarify. Through names invoked that dignify. A sacred life. A sacred life. Temptation simply cannot win when life is based on giving in to something more than fear of sin. Love without end. Love never ends.
Well done, Walker.
Well done. Well done. Those are some nice rolling off the tongue verses.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And as mentioned, rose to the challenge very specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And as I mentioned, the repeated beats, the actual form itself, the rhyming scheme matches this, essentially the quote unquote rhyming scheme of the prompt itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exceptionally well followed, I would say. To say nothing of the content so far.
Yeah. And in the content, I wonder if it's kind of referring to the content of his recent writings as well. No help from gods I can't extol. I'm on my own. I'm on my own. Like, I almost like to think of that as like a follow-up to the last entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like, you need to stop summoning gods.
Yeah.
You know?
I read it the same, actually, especially whenever I got to that line. Yeah, just the idea, just the word gods coming up this way.
Yeah.
I think, I agree with you. I think that this is, in fact, kind of an introspection for our character from the I Swear to God series.
Yeah, or even just like a, what do you call the thing that just like goes in the middle?
An interlude?
Yeah, it's like an interlude.
Yeah.
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 It's like a poetic interlude to the story.
Yeah, poetic interlude. I imagine it is written by our point of view character. I think because don't we get first person I? Yeah, would I allow my troubled past to hold me fast? To hold me fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that yeah, like you said, an interlude.
Yeah.
Written by our point of view character.
Right.
Yeah. I love that idea.
Yeah, me too. Like if you were to write all of these like gods, what is it called?
I Swear to Gods.
I Swear to Gods as like a book. I feel like this would be a very cool poetic interlude to do right after your last entry. And maybe that's what he planned it as.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. And just again to go back to the prompt itself, the title and kind of what it implies, this introspection, this looking within, really does lend itself to exactly what that character would be going through, especially following an encounter like that. And for this, I think that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Temptation comes to take my soul, to see it lost beyond control. No help from gods I can't extol. I'm on my own. I'm on my own.
Yeah. This idiot, like he keeps on getting, and if we do read it like that, I'm getting even more frustrated with the, what is that guy's name?
I don't recall off the top of my head.
I'm getting even more frustrated with him because I'm just like, bro. Jesus and Big G God.
Adam. Of course it was.
Oh, yeah, Adam. Have visited you, have hung out with you, have given you straight up advice, and you're still over like, I'm alone.
Well, okay. For a more forgiving read on that, for Adam, I would say, is that he's growing accustomed to having like all this help.
Yeah.
And so to finally realize like, yeah, it would be that would be a downer. It's like, suddenly it's gone. Suddenly you don't have that. It's almost like an addict, like coming away from like all of this power, this help, this.
Yeah, that's kind of the same read that I'm taking, though. I'm just annoyed by it.
Okay.
I'm just annoyed because I'm like, especially because he didn't get it. And that's very like parallel to what happens in the Bible with Jesus and his followers.
Yeah.
Is that they continuously just don't get it. And Adam is the same way. He's just not getting it. And he's just like, but it's like, no, you're no. You're looking at this all wrong, bro.
Yeah. I think you're on the right track, but I do think that he grows here, If we're okay, I'm just going to take it at this. So a resolution must be made to live as though I'm not afraid, to love like it's the only way. The story's played. And then the final one, temptation simply cannot win.
Yeah.
When life is based on giving in to something more than fear of sin, love without end, love never ends. And I like that subtle variation. Yeah. That is something we get within the prompt itself too. Yeah.
And beautiful. No, I agree. I think there is growth here. And then whenever you hear the voice says to me, that's presumably God. For searching, you would surely find your doubts and fears are in your mind. Mm-hmm. So it's like this whole thing that Adam is going through is like kind of in his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sounds like a resolution must be made. Like that's a turning point.
Yeah.
Is reaching a turning point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love this read.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's layers of meta. Mm-hmm. And I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. To approach it this way. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude. This is rad.
Yeah. Fist bump. Fist bump.
Fist bump.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Man, okay. Thank you, Walker. What a fun entry. Like, and just as I mentioned, very, very well observed. Mm-hmm. Thank you for really leaning into the bonus prompt, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Very, very well done, dude.
That was very good.
And our final story for this week is The Student. The perfect reaction to what we're about to dive into, because dear God, Rachel, what did you write?
Oh, I wrote my own. This is a rage fantasy that I penned just a couple of weeks ago on my own time, just for the heck of it. But I'd like to mention something about the title, which is that word Gnostian, or however you pronounce it in French.
Yeah.
Actually, I looked into it because to me it looked like Greek for knowledge. And I looked into it, and what I found was that nobody knows for sure. It could either be gnosis or it could be referring to knowledge. And I used it as that interpretation of the word.
Yeah.
So it's like teaching a lesson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like that title for that very reason, because like it's just got so much like wiggle room. It can be so many things that you want it to be. Because I also dug into it. And there is some kind of Greek potential tied to it. I saw specifically like around Theseus and I forget who it was. Was it Apollonius and the Minotaur, or
Gnosis?
Yeah. So, and so just there's so many ways that you can interpret it.
Yeah.
Which I think is exactly what Sati wanted. Like it's just sort of like an emotional journey.
Yeah.
And however you interpret it is however you interpret it.
Right.
Yeah. To dive in, I'll stop nerding out about the prompt now, but one of the coolest things about that piece is there is no formal time structure to that piece. There's no measures. There's no bars. If you're familiar with like reading music, despite it sounds like there is, there's not. It's just one long measure.
Yeah.
Which is there's no time signature, nothing. So it lacks a lot of that same formal structure, which I think is more thematic than it is like, you can read it in any kind of performative way that you want. Is kind of his way of saying it. Like it can be very strict and rigid. It can be very flowing and fluid and yeah. So anyways, I'm done. I'm done nerding out about that. I love that piece. So.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. But the student. So knowledge. Why knowledge?
Because this student is being given knowledge. This student is being taught a lesson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The whole point of this entire situation is to transmit knowledge to the student.
To educate.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes. This is definitely a rage fantasy.
Yeah.
And I wonder who we're talking about in this.
I don't know.
The Vice Chancellor of the United Territories.
Yes.
Oh man, and the vitriol out of this asshole's mouth. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, he spat. Yeah. You insignificant twat. Like, and she responded, and you better untie me immediately or you will be brought upon charges of treason. He grinned wickedly as he said the last part, like he had something to grin about. Well, I'd like to untie you, But I can't do that yet, she explained slowly, as she would to a child. He sneered. I don't think you understand. You will do that. And you will do that now. Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't think you understand. And this is where we get into the idea of the student.
Exactly.
And so that's where we finally lean into the themes that you're putting down. Like, I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm doing this to teach.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not teaching you because I care about you.
I'm teaching you because you must learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, it's a level of sadism that is really satisfying.
This is, I mean, to be just totally honest, about my dark side, this is my kind of sadism. I love it. I do it in very, very small ways, not by kidnapping people, but
by expressing it via these words on this page.
Well, in real life, I do it to people.
Oh, oh shit.
But in very subtle ways. But it's like, to me, the most satisfying form of torture is where you're not giving that person the time of day, and you're just like, you don't matter. Yeah. And actually, nothing that you say affects me at all. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to even talk to you. So,
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I really enjoyed my favorite part was the part that says, wow, like that paragraph that says, wow. And I was actually imagining you reading that. So will you read that along with the paragraph before it, though?
Okay. The first trace of fear darkened his face for a moment before he attempted to regain his composure. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I'll just wait. Wow. That's the first intelligent thing I've heard you say yet. Yes, you're correct. You will wait. She hissed the last word in a way that made his blood run cold.
That was satisfying to hear. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was satisfying to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially just yes, you're correct. You will wait.
Yeah.
And there's such emphasis, even just in the way that you wrote that out. Mm-hmm. That's like, oh man, she's getting off on this.
Oh, she's getting off on it so hard. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I actually think that you were rather kind to the portrayal of the student here, in that they didn't really break. In my read, as far as who I think this is, I think they would just be an utter bitch about it, and like they'd just be broken right away as soon as it wasn't going their way.
Yeah,
like it'd be begging and pleading and anything.
They're going to.
Yeah.
Right now they're just disoriented. They're just like, where am I? What's going on?
They're going to.
Oh yeah, they're going to break, and they're gonna suffer a lot.
Jesus.
But right now, this is just like the setting up where they're just waking up, and of course we don't get like details about what happened, but they're just waking up and they're trying to figure out where they are. They're used to getting their way in every moment, for everything. And so they're just trying to wrap their mind around what's going on right now.
Yeah. 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 Then we get, not to just jump like so far ahead, but we get this paragraph. This isn't about me. This is about you. That's what you like, though, isn't it? For everything to be about you. Well, you're getting your wish right now. And it's looking to me like you're the one that's in deep shit. Can you at least see that? Can you admit to that? That you're the one who's fucked right now. He glared at her, seething. She nodded. I didn't think you'd be able to admit that. I mean, that's why you're here, after all. To learn. Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to break you. Mm-hmm. She paused for a moment to let that last part sink in. There are no lights in this room, so there will be no white room torture, no waterboarding, no beatings, no starving, none of that. You will not be given the righteous honor of martyrdom. I'm going to use the most natural tool in the world to teach you. Time. That is one of the most metal as fuck lines I've ever read. It's like the most natural tool in the world. Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brutal as shit.
Brutal as shit.
Yeah. And just the calm impassivity of it all is just, it really works. It really lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that line right after where she says time, and I have a feeling this will be a lesson you'll never forget. I actually took that quote from my dad. But when he said it, it was much more menacing because he would say, I'm going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget. That was what he would say before he would, lay down the smack down on us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about to learn a lesson you'll never forget.
Did you?
I didn't. As you can see, I did not forget.
The lesson is
I'm
learned.
over here quoting him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he's finally starting to realize you get this little cartoonish pout out of him. Yeah. Yeah. And it was about this point that I started to think like she's being much kinder to what the student would be doing at this point, because if I was writing this, it's like, no, he'd be broken already. Like,
I wanted to give time for him to be defiant though.
Okay.
So that she could deny him.
Yeah. I wouldn't, if I was the writer, it's like, I wouldn't even dignify him with defiance. Yeah. Anyways. In my mind, it's just petulance. Okay.
In my mind, it is petulance.
That actually works because of like the cartoonish pout and things. Yeah.
He's like a little child who just doesn't get it yet.
Yeah. Throwing a tantrum.
Yes.
Basically. Yeah.
Exactly.
He frowned aggressively. I love that description. He's like, yeah. And then we get to the part where dinner will be served at some point in the future. A scoop of rice, corn, 2 mini tortillas, and a scoop of canned apples. That's a proper and nutritious meal, right? His stomach grumbled audibly. Yeah. And so that's leaning into this idea of that's how people who are being detained, that's the meal that they get.
Yeah. And actually, I did some actual research for this.
Oh, I assumed. Yeah. I actually did assume. And at first I was like, that's really not bad. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, but there is not a bit of protein in there.
Right. I feel like that's pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah,
like I would be really fucking
will
hungry.
Probably lead to eventually some form of malnutrition.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Just the lack of any protein.
Well, yeah. And also that's not very much food. Like it will lead to a level of starvation.
Yeah.
Like you're going to lose a lot of weight on that diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's like, it could be worse. And then it just, as you think about it, you're like, oh, that actually is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
And then the longer you think about it, it's like, oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Right.
Yeah. It implies quality without being quality.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a lie within itself. I thought that was well executed. The way that you handle that. I should clarify the way that you handle the means of educating.
Yes.
I think that was rather inspired. Yeah.
And I don't want to, give him like something else. I want to give him exactly what he's giving to millions of innocent people.
Yeah.
Just so he can see.
Give back.
What it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah. To return in kind what you do unto others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before turning towards the door, she lifted a remote control and switched off the music. Only complete silence would do for this part. This very long part. He began to shriek and swear with the volume rising until he became almost incoherent. A fire billowed in her chest and warmed her as she exited the room, closing and locking the door behind her without looking back. And thus we leave the student to learn his lesson.
Yep. For a very, very long time.
Very long time.
Yes. And I was like, I know this sounds really like self-involved, but I repeatedly on repeat read this listening to the song over and over and was getting off on it.
Yeah. I can honestly, it feels like a means of getting over the idea of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is wonderful.
Thank you.
Well executed.
Thank you.
And it does fit the prompt. It really does.
I didn't do the whole stanza break. I forgot about that.
Oh no. I consider that like a bonus. So.
Yeah. And then after I finished it and I remembered that part, I was like, oh, I could go back and fix it. But I was like, no, I really like the final product. So no need to change that, which is working very well. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Well, thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Thank you for recognizing the very sadistic nature of this story.
It's hard to miss. It oozes sadism.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, from a writerly point, there was the paragraph, for the first time since he had regained consciousness, he started to notice his surroundings. That paragraph read is a little disorienting. We're in third person perspective. And the way that we begin, it's like we're looking through his eyes. And by the end of the paragraph, we're in her eyes. It was a little like that transition was tough to, the perspective that we were reading in felt tough to follow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was much more concrete following that. But at that point, it was, I would urge you to inspect the perspective of that paragraph a little bit.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.
And that is all of our stories for this week.
Okay.
So thank you, Curious Writer, for being selected here today, as well as Nick to You, Walker by Faith, and Wook Against the Machine.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody. And that takes us into episode 84.
84. 84. All right, so starting next week, by the way, everybody, we are going to start doing a question of the week, a discussion question of the week.
Yeah.
Which apparently they do on Kingslingers.
And Flanagan's Wake.
And Flanagan's Wake. And also Walker had brought up this idea like several months ago, I believe.
Yeah.
And so we're going to start that next week on Reddit. We're going to have a place where you can put your answers to the question of the week. So be looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay, so for episode 84, we are issuing an intro line, and it's technically like 3 lines, but intro line is, the stars shone down and they looked on in wonder. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? So we're asking you to begin in dialogue. So for the words to accompany this intro set of lines, rebel, progress, cancer, green, and public. All right, so rebel.
Okay, so what I like about this word is that with the same spelling, you can either have the noun or the verb, rebel or rebel. So you can take that to mean however you want. Okay, so rebel is someone who goes against the norm, anarchist of sorts.
Blazes a trail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone who does their own thing. Rebel is the same thing, only in verb form.
Yeah.
Rebels,
rebels. Yeah.
Those rebelling are rebels. I
would classify Nick's character from this week as a rebel.
Totally. Okay. Man, I don't know.
You can have a rebellion. That's like a group of rebels rebelling.
Yep. The rebellion.
Often, I would say often used in wartime. Like you have your rebellion.
Yeah. I want to go out on a limb and say that this comes from Latin because bell means war. And re would be back or again. So to fight again, to fight back.
Almost
to fight back.
Certainly, yeah.
It's to fight back.
Yeah.
Rebel.
Has to be.
Yep, because re is back or again. So rebel, to battle back. I like that.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And our next word is progress.
Progress. Okay, so speaking from an etymological standpoint, this is from Latin. Progress, pro means forward and gress means step. So progress means step forward. Cool, right?
That is cool.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it means to just to move forward, to make progress.
And interestingly, again, we have a word which with the same spelling can either be a noun or a verb, progress or progress.
Is there a term for that inflection as far as like, because rebel, progress, progress, rebel.
This is putting the word stress whenever it's a noun on the first syllable, rebel, progress. Whenever it's a verb, putting the word stress on the second syllable. Rebel, progress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a term for that? For that emphasis, for that inflection?
The term is putting the word stress on the first or second syllable.
I was wondering if there was an academic term basically to describe like it's the nominal stress or whatever, something like that.
Well, you could say it's the there's a word, hold on. The last means, and then the one before the last is the hold on. Wait.
Penultimate.
Yes. The ultimate and the penultimate. I mean, yeah. Like as a verb, it's on the ultimate syllable. As a noun, it's on the penultimate syllable.
Yeah. I was just wondering, yeah. Anyways, because that's something I've known for, you just know that. You grew up, you learn that.
Yeah.
And that's what that is. And I was like, maybe there is a term to describe that, like something very specific. Anyway, yeah, progress. Yeah. And our next word is cancer.
Cancer. Man, cancer, nobody likes that word.
Cancer kind of sucks. It could be your astrological sign.
Unless it's that. And I feel sorry for the people who that's their astrological sign. Is that yours? I'm sorry.
No, I'm definitely a goat.
Okay, gotcha.
Capricorn.
Oh, yeah, we're both Capricorns.
Yeah.
Fist bump.
Capricorn.
Yeah, I don't know. Cancer, it's either the astrological sign, which is represented by...
a crab?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that the middle of the summer? Like the July months?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah. Because my friend who's born at the end of June is a Cancer. She was born on June 27th. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yep, definitely a crab.
Yep. Okay. Basically, it's also a illness, which, honestly, I feel like, and I've read stuff about this, and I mean, you can like shoot me if I'm wrong, but I feel like everybody's going to eventually die of cancer.
Okay.
I just mean, it's like people are living so much longer because of medical intervention, that something has to kill us. And also, like, cells reproduce. And if you see, like, for example, a young tree, it's very smooth. The bark is all smooth and stuff. And as old, it gets gnarled and bumpy. It's like, it's just growing. Things are adding, Mm-hmm. So I feel like as you get older, that just naturally happens. And I feel like, but if it happens when you're young, then that's when it's a really, really bad thing. And that's messed up,
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yes.
That is horrible. As a matter of fact, coincidentally, the Flanagan's Wake podcast is going through a show by Mike Flanagan called The Midnight Club, which is a book based off of a book by Christopher Pike, which is he wrote books like kind of YA books, like R.L. Stein wrote.
Yeah.
That was, I didn't ever read Christopher Pike, but I read more like R.L. Stein.
I read so much R.L. Stein.
But it's kind of this similar idea, but in The Midnight Club, it's about a hospice for children or for young adults. Mm-hmm. And so it's about kids dying of like cancer.
Yeah.
And it's devastating.
That sounds devastating.
Like it's a sad thing, man. And the show is like, it leans into the YA qualities. Like, so it still feels like a YA thing, but it's like the subject of this is like, this is heavy, It's like, it's supposed to be like a spooky story, and it's like, kids dying, that's spooky, but it's also, it's like, this is hard to read, like, or this is like hard to stomach, you know? It's a very heavy subject.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to urge everyone to get their tests, that you're supposed to get in order to catch cancer early so that you could, get rid of it. As opposed to being lazy and not going to the doctor and getting tests done and things going south.
Yeah, it is a bit of a catch-22 though. Tests are not free things, especially in the United States. Healthcare is a really prohibitively expensive, almost luxury anymore, which is really, really, really unfortunate.
Really fucked up.
Really fucked up.
Really fucked up.
It should really be a universally accessible thing, but it's decidedly not. Yeah. Moving on. Our next word is green.
Okay, this is a good one because it's obviously an adjective, but it's used very commonly to refer to both the color and also like new.
Yeah.
He's green.
Yeah.
Like new at something.
Yeah, kind of like a way to show time or age with like Because you can refer to like a green plant.
Yeah.
Like that's a young plant. Yeah. Green plant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or a green,
like a green
person's
tree.
like a rookie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A green screen.
Yeah. Greenhorn, I believe is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What does green screen even mean? I hear people say it and I don't understand it.
It's what in movie or TV special effects, they put a literal green colored screen behind the actors that they can overlay special effects on after the fact. So people who are acting with a green screen, it's often a blue screen.
Oh, okay.
It kind of depends on like what they're wearing, what the actors are wearing. So it has to be a contrasting color that's a very flat color. And then they come in and they replace all of the stuff that's green with special effects.
Interesting.
Yeah, green screen.
Also, interestingly, everybody's hair is at its most basest base, either green or red. Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
Well, I don't really either, but I just know that it's true. Like your base is red for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Mine is green. And so like even when like growing up, my mom every once in a while will be like, your hair looks green. Because my hair is blonde naturally, but it just has like a green feel to it. Even when I went to Mongolia, one time one of my co-teachers was looking at my hair admiringly. She was like, your hair is so beautiful. It's just so creamy and green. Yeah. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say, but okay. But actually my mom says things like that too. So anyway, but but my hairstylist friend told me this, that she learned this in beauty school.
Something about the pigment.
Yeah.
Like
the pigment, the base, something or another. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green.
Yeah.
And our final word is public.
Public.
So not private.
Nope.
But public.
That's right.
Yeah. Out in the open.
That is correct. Interestingly, which you probably all know this is where the word pub comes from.
Hey.
Public house.
Public.
And I went to an actual legit, this is how I figured this out, pub when I was in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
It was somebody's house. And they just had like a counter where like we just went into these people. It was an old couple. Went into their house and it was on the front of it said public house. And I'd never like made that connection between pub and public house.
Nice.
And we go in there, it's their house, they live there, but they will sell beer from their kitchen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it was so cool. It was like an amazing experience. But anyway.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
It's so cool.
That reminds me, I forget where I saw this, but there's a kind of similar culture in, I want to say Japan. It could be Korea.
Okay.
Where people will open a very small restaurant out of their house. Like it's just like a counter that maybe 4 people could sit at.
Yeah.
And people can just come in and eat out of their house. So like they're just sitting there, they just cook for these people as they show up and that's
how they make their living.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's like a public house. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And exactly. And at this public house in Ireland, it was room for maybe 20 people in their living room.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
And so, it's just so cool. It's actually, there's things like that in Mongolia, like in the middle of nowhere, you'll see a yurt and, some of them, most people will just give you whatever they have, but some of them are known to be places where like a van full of people can pull up and they will give you milk tea and meat or whatever. So it's in vodka, so it's kind of like, well, then you have to pay for it. But I'm just saying, it's kind of like a pub.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pub yurt. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you also have like public servants.
Right.
Yeah.
And public is an adjectival noun. You can be out in the public.
The public, yeah.
Which is just like kind of like a collective noun, like the people, the public.
Yeah. What is the relation to republic?
Good question. Oh my goodness.
It's like, is there any relation?
There has to be.
Probably not.
Republic.
To public again.
Yeah.
To public back to.
We'd have to get to the root of the word public.
Reminds me of Schitt's Creek. pubic relations. little typo there.
Mm-hmm. The Republic. Well, okay, here's what I do know. Wait. I have something. The Republic, it's like to give the power back into the hands of the people. Because in ancient Rome, there was the Republic. And that is where the men, of course, had the power. Like your regular, like kind of wealthy man had power in lawmaking and things like that. And it was like giving the power back to the people.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Because public is like the people.
Right.
Yeah.
But then whenever the emperor took over and it went into the empire phase and the men lost their power because they were no longer helping to make rules. They were no longer in charge of the government, which is the emperor was in charge. Then, and also war fighting was getting sold out to mercenaries. So the men lost their purpose and their manliness. They got depressed. They became masochistic. They were like, just tie me up and beat me. I don't even care.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. So yeah, public, people.
Yeah.
To Republic.
Yeah.
Give back to the people.
Yeah.
Back to the people.
Right.
Very cool.
And publication is like to put it out for everybody.
For the people. Very cool.
Cool.
So our words again are rebel, progress, cancer, green, and public.
That's right. If you want to be like these wonderful writers and submit your story to You Write, head on over to our shared subreddit at reddit.com/r/YouWritePod.
If you are unable to submit a story this week, that is fine. You can always help out by reading and commenting on other people's stories.
Each time you post a story or leave a comment on someone else's submission, you increase your chances of having your story read on the podcast.
And you can always reach us at yourwritepod@gmail.com. You can DM us on Reddit. If you're on the Discord, you can also reach us there. Just go and chat us up.
You can call us.
Yeah. Sure.
If you like our show and want to help support us, consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/patreon.com. Patreon.com/YouWrite.
If you're unable to donate, that's fine. You can help us by sharing the podcast with other writers and non-writers alike.
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you know as soon as new episodes are available.
Also, if you get a chance, just leave us a rating, a review, some comments. Just engage it so that other people know that we're doing a thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
And remember, join us next week on You Write,
a podcast where you write.
Bing, 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 bing,
meow 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 meow. See y'all next week.
Meow 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 meow. I forgot the.
Did you lose the thread?
I lost the thread.
Believe it or not, guys, if you're still listening, there is a whole recording of us doing Game of Meows.
That's right.
It's spectacular.
It's pretty good.
It's one of the best things in the world.
It's meowtastic.
Bye.
Bye.